Growing up, I learned the hard way that the first step to win a battle is to know how to choose your opponent. It wouldn't be worse not to do so, would it? But it seems like in our faith, it seems like in our daily drive with God, we sometimes forget this concept. Have you ever felt like your life with God, your spiritual journey is a continuous fight between good and evil, between keeping the presence of God and your sinful tendencies? Let me tell you, this is common to everyone who believes. This is common to all Christians. In fact, Paul, in the first letter to Timothy, the chapter 1, the verse 12, invites us to keep on fighting. Paul says, "Fight the good fight of the faith. Take hold of the eternal life to which you were called when you made your good confession in the presence of many witnesses." Paul here is saying to Timothy to fight the good fight of faith. Paul even for himself used the analogy of boxing when he talked about his spiritual journey in the second letter to Timothy. You see, fighting in our spiritual life is normal, and we need to do so in order to keep holding on the eternal life that we received. However, Paul said to Timothy, fight the good fight of faith. Paul did not say fight the fight, but he used the adjective good, meaning there's a wrong way to fight. You know, in the verse 11, right before this verse 12, Paul reminds us to flee from sins. Paul did not tell us to fight sins. Paul did not taught us to resist sins. Paul taught us to flee from sins. But you know, so many times we go towards sins, we go toward temptation thinking we can fight it off. So many times we trust in our weak flesh to resist the temptation, and then we go and fall. You know, Jesus was saying that our spirit is well disposed, but our flesh is weak. And that's why we need to learn to flee from sin. Paul teaches us that there are some battles who don't need to be fought. There are some battles that need to be fled. Today, I invite you to bow down and ask God to help you to flee from sins, to help you to flee from those temptations in your life that you know you are weak against, so that you may be victorious at the end. Fight the good fight of faith and choose your opponent wisely.